Good morning, Toastmasters and no guests. Do we have any first generation immigrants that are new here in the United States? You could raise your hand. Outstanding. My speech is titled A New Life. So, I'll try not to mess this up too much. So bear with me. Chào bang Kok Kong. Hi, how are you? Vietnamese. Ni hao, ni hao ma. Chinese, hi, how are you? Did I mess that up pretty bad?
Close enough. We'll give you a pass.
Okay. Konnichiwa, gun kaduska. Hi, how are you? Japanese. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Spanish. There's so many languages out there. I'm beginning to think, I didn't have time to do statistics. I think it just amazes me. I think we have an Italian in the audience too, don't we?
Well, part Italian.
Can you
My
crack that
grandfather
one?
would say he's Italian. And it's buongiorno, come sta lei? Good morning, how are you?
Ah, see?
Similar.
So the reason I bring this up, imagine, you just find out you're moving to America. What do you feel? What do you go through? I've been stuck here all my life, so I'm not sure. But I know a lot of people, very close friends, and I've seen them on their journeys, their thought processes. And even though I may believe I have an idea, for us regular old guys here, or ladies that have been here all my life, this is serious stuff when you immigrate to the United States. You've seen there's many languages, so many. So your first step, if you're going to immigrate, is, I can't speak English. Maybe you already know, maybe you've already studied it. So these are all the pressures of an immigrant coming to America. What do I do? How do I talk to people when I arrive? Where do I go? That place is big. Who do I stay with? How do I feed myself? You know how many miles it is from China to the United States? My Chinese friend, she says, cross the ocean. You don't know how hard it is. Oh, maybe I don't, but I got a good idea. China is a very complex society, as the other cultures. Hispanic, Italian, no matter where you're from, you all go through this. What am I going to do? What's it going to be like? Who takes care of me? Where do I go? Some are prearranged. Some are coming in for a preset job. Some are in love or have been prearranged for a marriage. They're coming into an apartment. Some have nobody. The ones that have nobody, it kind of makes you wonder, we think we got a rough life as Americans. The people that have nobody, those are the ones that got it rough. I try to fathom it. I try to get an idea, but I can only think I get a little bit close. The difficulties, the stuff you face. We see on the news today, I won't go too deep into politics, but we see illegal versus legal crossings. I won't get into morals, what you think is right or wrong. Why? Because they claim it's a better life in America. I think so. As a veteran of the United States, myself and my fellow veterans, we died. Some of them died for this opportunity for everybody to be here. So I'm very proud of our immigrant system. There's some bugs. Maybe it should be a little more regulated, maybe it shouldn't be. We can debate this all day long. You guys are my friends. I don't want to go too deep and get anybody upset with me on that subject. Right or wrong, I always thought people that immigrate are smarter than the average person. Why? Because you gotta speak the English. The English word has, one word may have 2 or 3 meanings. I have a dear friend, a Vietnamese lady. She's always asking me, what you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? I just told you. No, there's a different variation for common words. Maybe I can bug my English teacher today. Do you have a word, a good example?
Aftermath.
And what does that bring to mind, aftermath? That could have multiple meanings, right? Think about it. If you're an immigrant coming into America, dealing with all these other affairs, your personal life, all that, and then trying to convert words like that, multiple meanings, not easy. Here at Franchise Tax Board, we've become friends, some not necessarily friends. How many here are on the phone a lot, dealing with taxpayers? Okay. Well, I've done IT for several years, outside and inside. That's why I'm all dressed up. I interviewed to go back up there. But that's another story. Through the years, I've seen my fellow Americans be embarrassing. I've seen them on the phone talking to customers, and who's talking?
Yeah, it sounds like it should be.
Already? Well, I'm going to take a little more time because I'm young people today. How many of you have overheard a fellow worker getting rude or rough with somebody they couldn't understand on the phone? Now, how did that make you feel? You know, yeah, I mean, some people that I consider good friends sat there and short-tempered, rude, and I thought to myself, what the hell is wrong with you? We're no better than you. I'm no better than you, or you, or you, or you, or you. We're the same. If you cut me, I bleed. If you get cut, you bleed. There's no difference. So we have to be patient with one another, understand each other. Now I know life stresses us out. I could tell you too many stories about my stresses. So just keep that in mind, okay? We are one people. I don't care where you're from, skin tone, anything. One people. You want to do this or no? I didn't bring my skit, so we're running blind.
You can share.
I didn't bring my copy though. I think. We had a little skit, so neither one of us have our copy of it. I leave some extra paper in there, Chuck. Did I leave extra papers in there? Oh. To give you an explanation, we had a skit, Glenn and I, that we're going to do a mock call. We've done this before. And the simulation was, do you remember read a little bit of it?
I did.
Okay, go ahead and pretend you're calling me. We'll give it a shot.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ring, 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 ring. IT Service Desk is Scott. How can I help you?
Yeah, I need help. I don't have my user ID.
You have to put a little more accent into it.
I need help. I don't have my user ID.
Okay, may I get your name, please?
Name is Bush Lee.
Bruce Lee. How do you spell Lee? There's many versions of it.
L-I. L-E-E.
So Bruce L-E.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. So, if I may, Bruce L.E., may I get your user ID?
I just told you. My user ID is Bush Lee.
Okay, Bruce Lee. May I get your phone number, please?
No.
Bruce Lee, I can't help you if I cannot communicate with you.
Okay, fine. My phone number is 916-845-9999.
Thank you, Bruce Lee. Okay, says here you sit at San Francisco 3rd floor, cubicle 28B, right?
Yes.
And how may I help you today, Mr. Bruce Lee?
I forgot my user ID.
Okay. So at this time the text kind of like literally going, what's going on here? Okay, Bruce Lee. And you said that was with an I, right? Or an E?
LEE.
Okay, thank you, Bruce. Your user ID is A5544. Could you go ahead and try to log in with that for me?
I thought my user ID is Bruce Lee.
Now remember, in real life call, you wouldn't be able to see me. So it'll be on my headset's going. Okay, Mr. Lee, put in what I just asked you.
Okay, so FTP backslash L5555.
Yes, Bruce.
Enter.
And what happens?
Working.
Working?
Yes.
Awesome. So, is there anything else I could help you with, Mr. Lee?
No, sir. Thank you.
So you're all set, ready to go?
Yep, I'm happy.
All right, thank you. You have a wonderful day, Mr. Lee.
Thank you. You too, sir.
So the agent at this point, in this scenario, gets frustrated, throws his phone, stomps off, says, stupid people, why can't they talk to English? Hey. How do you think I felt? Mr. Lee's not stupid. He's extremely smart. I really wanted to get up in his face and tell him what I thought of him. So, the moral of the story is, think of it this way. I walk into the room, and I tell you right now, everybody in here get your bags packed, we're all going to Greece, we're leaving tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Everything's been packed up, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, I should have chosen a worse place, huh? That's right, that's a vacation spot. What's a terrible place to go?
North Korea.
North Korea, yeah, I like that. Okay, everybody pack up your bags. We're gonna go see Kim Jong-un. And we leave tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And you cannot bring nobody, just a one-day supply of stuff. We'll take care of you. So think about it. That throws you into that immigrant situation. That's the moral of the story. What are you going to do when you get there? How are you going to talk to Kim Jong-un? What are you going to talk to him about? Are you going to care? Are you going to go? Think about it. As I said, we're all the same. We all bleed red. Nobody's different. And everybody's just as smart, if not smarter, I think, because you know multiple languages. I don't. I know a couple and I try, but I think the multilinguals are the smart people in this case. Just my personal thoughts. Mr. Toastmaster.
Questions like who's a new immigrant or first generation immigrant in the United States, so it's caught at least a few of us attention. And then on top of that, I'll follow with that, you also give a different variety of how are you in different language. That's really good. However, your purpose of the speech is give out a story. So you, in my opinion, you spend too much time in the beginning for the introductions. I would spend more time setting up the story, because you provide us a scenario, right, with someone calling in FTV and you representing the representative. Maybe just spend more time like setting up that story, like a little bit background about the callers and a little bit background about the representative. That will make it more interesting. Like we'll kind of get it as a story and try to like follow you. And let me see here. So some of the evaluations note is what the story presents simple and clearly, and I think your topic are very simple and clear to understand. How did the speaker capture and hold your interest? I think you did a good job capturing the group interest, because we all following along, laugh along with you. And also it's very good to provide like a role play and scenario. And like I say, I was more expect to hear a story.
Yeah.
I think you did a very good job on the last couple's project. I think the one that I still remember is that girl. Like that was perfect setting for storytelling, and then give up a story of your wife, and maybe you can kind of elaborate more on your wife, or like maybe give another segment of her life, and telling us more about it. And did the speaker use vocal variety to add to the story? Yes, you did. You have a good vocal variety, and you are very comfortable with the area here. And then you move around freely. But it's just a couple times that you have your back facing us. Just try to eliminate that a little bit more. And what was the twist to the story? Was it successful? Why or why not? Yes, you provide a twist to the story. You throw a question back to us as an audience. You telling us, oh, what if you have to leave somewhere you live now and then go to a new country? What would you think? So you give a kind of like example, or try to experience a new immigrant, like what was the struggle for them? Because I believe you, like your wife and your wife family, they're all new immigrants, so you understand them more, and then you try to bring that piece of information and share to the rest of the group. So that was very nice. And overall, I think you did a very good job, and I looking forward to hear your next speech.
Thank you.
Thank you.